Welcome back to our channel, guys. It is a beautiful day to dive into some seriously messy soap drama. Grab a coffee, or maybe something a lot stronger, because we have a massive amount of chaos to unpack today regarding our favorite fashion families in Los Angeles. So let's just get right into it. You guys know we have been following this whole Hope, Steffy, and Forrester Creations disaster for what feels like forever. And honestly, I am so tired. I've been staring at my screen for hours trying to make sense of where the writers are taking this, and my brain is a little fried, but I still care way too much to just ignore it. We all know the current situation. Liam has been breathing down Hope's neck, practically begging her to leave Forrester Creations and go work for Katie at the new Logan fashion house. And up until now, Hope has been dragging her feet. She didn't want to make a decision because she was secretly hoping her mother, Brooke, could swoop in and steal the co-CEO position right out from under Steffy. Brooke even made that wildly inappropriate seductive offer to Ridge to try and make it happen. But guys, things are changing. And they are changing fast. We need to talk about what happens when Hope finally reaches her breaking point. Because it is coming. Not only is Hope going to have to face Brooke's absolute fury when her co-CEO plan inevitably blows up in her face, but we have to imagine the absolute nuclear fallout that is going to happen between Hope and Steffy. Let's be real here. We all know how this story is going to play out, and it is going to be explosive. Let's discuss exactly how this Hope and Steffy confrontation is going to go down, because social media is already buzzing about it and I have a lot of thoughts. Picture this. We know the moment is coming when Hope finally steps out and makes her big statement. And she doesn't just put out a press release. No, she steps out in a black and gold evening gown. A black and gold gown. Just let that sink in for a second. Hope Logan is usually out here wearing these soft, flowy, innocent little pastel numbers that make her look like a fairy princess who wouldn't hurt a fly. But not this time. She steps out in this dark, powerful, completely unapologetic black and gold dress. It screams power. It screams defiance. It is such a massive shift. It marks the beginning of a completely new era in her career. And to top it all off, she is wearing the Hope for the Future diamond. The diamond right there on her neck for everyone to see. It's like she is literally wearing her legacy as a weapon. She is taking her brand, her identity, and she is walking right out the door to join Logan. She is teaming up with Katie. I mean, my jaw is on the floor just thinking about it. What a power move. What an absolute mic drop. And of course, this is going to send shockwaves through Forrester Creations. The people at Forrester are going to be completely stunned. But nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to lose their mind quite like Steffy Forrester Finnegan. When Steffy sees Hope in that black and gold dress, flaunting that diamond and officially joining Logan, she is going to absolutely snap. Steffy is going to call Hope a traitor. A traitor. Can you believe that? Actually, yes, you can, because it is just so typical, Steffy. Typical? She always does this. Steffy is going to stand there in her CEO office and scream that Hope is a traitor for abandoning the company that built her. But wait, it gets better. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. Steffy is going to argue that Hope only thinks about herself. Let's just pause right there. Steffy Forrester is calling someone else selfish. The hypocrisy is just off the charts. Steffy has spent months, if not years, making Hope's life miserable at work. She has threatened her line, cut her funding, and basically treated her like a second-class citizen in the building. And now that Hope is finally doing what is best for her own career and her own mental health, suddenly she is the selfish one? Okay, maybe I'm being too harsh on Steffy. She is trying to protect her family's company and she feels blindsided. But still, the arrogance is just out of control right now. And then Steffy goes for the lowest blow possible. She actually says that she doesn't believe Hope knows how the fashion world works. I'm sorry, what? What were they thinking writing that line? Who actually believes this? Hope has literally been working in this industry for years. She built hope for the future from the ground up into a massive global phenomenon. She knows exactly how the fashion world works. She knows how marketing works. She knows how branding works. But Steffy is so blinded by her own rage and her own superiority complex that she is just throwing out insults hoping something sticks. The psychology here is actually really fascinating if you zoom out and look at the bigger pattern. Steffy genuinely believed that Hope was trapped. Steffy assumed that Hope would stay at Forrester Creations forever because she thought Hope had nowhere else to go. She thought she had Hope completely backed into a corner. She figured Hope would just swallow her pride and take whatever scraps Steffy threw at her because Forrester is the biggest game in town. Steffy severely underestimated Katie Logan, and more importantly, she severely underestimated Hope. But now, the blinders are off. Steffy realizes that Hope is not a victim anymore. She realizes that Hope is a supposed traitor who is completely willing and ready to abandon Forrester Creations in the blink of an eye if she isn't respected. And that realization is going to absolutely terrify Steffy, which is why she is reacting with such pure, unadulterated venom. So, if there is an opportunity for Steffy and Hope to meet face to face after this debut, oh boy, you guys know what is going to happen. It is going to be a bloodbath. Steffy will absolutely rush in, attack, and vent all of her built-up anger on Hope. I can already see the scene in my head. Steffy storming into a room, slamming the door, getting right up in Hope's face. The yelling, the finger pointing, the history of their feud just boiling over. We might even get a classic soap opera slap. Or maybe someone gets pushed into a rack of clothes. I don't know, but the physical and verbal tension is going to be through the roof. And honestly, I am here for it. I am so here for it. We have been waiting for Hope to finally grow a backbone and fight back. We have been waiting for her to stop crying in the design office and actually make a business move that rattles the Forresters. And this is it. This black and gold dress, this diamond, this defection to Logan. It is everything we wanted, but it's also going to be a total mess for the rest of the family. Brooke is going to be caught right in the middle. On one hand, Brooke is going to be furious with Hope for jumping ship to Katie's company, especially when Brooke was actively trying to seduce Ridge into giving her the co-CEO spot to protect Hope at Forrester. Brooke is going to feel like her daughter completely undermined her master plan. But on the other hand, when Brooke sees Steffy attacking Hope and calling her a traitor, you know the mama bear instincts are going to kick in. Brooke is not going to let Steffy talk to her daughter like that. So we are looking at a massive, multi-generational Logan versus Forrester war. And what about Liam? Liam is probably going to be sitting somewhere looking smug, thinking he orchestrated this whole thing because he told Hope to go to Katie. But let's be real, Hope isn't doing this for Liam. She is doing this for herself. Actually, wait, maybe Liam will find a way to make it all about him again. He always does. But I digress. The point is, this storyline is about to explode. The image of Hope in that black and gold gown is going to be burned into our memories. Steffy's meltdown is going to be legendary, and the fallout at Forrester Creations is going to change the dynamic of the show for months to come. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. Are you Team Hope or Team Steffy on this one? Do you think Steffy is right to call Hope a traitor, or is Hope totally justified in leaving a toxic work environment? Drop your thoughts, because I am going to be reading them all while I try to recover from writing this massive rant. Stay tuned, because the drama in LA is only getting crazier.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.